Good Saturday morning to you all, and welcome to another episode of Trini in Atlanta. Today we are making a Sunday lunch, but Saturday, because I'm feeling to eat Sunday lunch. So I have some rice, jasmine rice that I have, as usual, washed and a little bit soaked in here. So and I have this pot that is already salted. The water is boiling and the water has gotten some salt because I'll use that to cook the rice right here. Look, these jasmine rice takes minutes to make. In this pot, I'm going to cook some stew chicken, and at the end, I'll make a little pigeon peas. But with this water is already boiling. I'm going to make some macaroni pie with this. So I have a pack of pasta. And I have these that look like a corkscrew kind of pasta. So, and they have some nice ridges in it so that it holds the sauces well. So I'm going to boil that so I can make some macaroni pie for Saturday lunch and leftovers for Sunday too. In this while this is cooking, these both things, I put some salt as much in the macaroni pie, some of the Himalayan pink salt there, and I put some salt in the rice to start cooking. I'm going to turn this on to chunky the chicken. And see how that goes while I'm doing the chicken is here. The chicken has already been pre-seasoned as usual with all the seasoning that my husband makes. You know, the green seasoning that he does with the bandania and the garlic and the ginger and the thyme and the parsley and the cilantro and some pepper. He did all of that, and on top of that I added some pimentos and some tomatoes, as well as I didn't add it. No, I was supposed to add a little tomato paste for stew chicken. I was going to, and I forgot, a little soy sauce and tomato paste, and of course my seasoning. So here I'm going to add a little tomato paste, not a lot, I just want it thickened. So this will help thicken up my sauce. Well, this amount of paste will be enough. But I added some thyme, but I had some fresh thyme, I used that, and the black pepper. So this is good here. While that pot is hotting, I'm going to get the sugar to make the stew chicken. So I have some stew chicken here. I'm going to put this fan on because I'm going to start burning sugar. And I'm going to put just a little oil here. Maybe one of these. I'm thinking, let's see how much I'm going to measure and things. Maybe a small, not a level spoon about that with the sugar. So that is not, maybe this is like a half a pot spoon because I didn't fill it with the sugar. And I'm going to let that start to come up to caramelize little by little. Keep your eyes on that because that could get away from me very quickly. So earlier on, I boiled some sweet Trinidad sweet potato, and I boiled some plantains because when I cook stew chicken, I like sweet potato and plantains with it. So I had these earlier on. So now I'm having to slice it up. I do not know if she will, but our daughter is saying that she may come with one of her cousins, one of my brother's daughter, for lunch. So I'm not 100% sure they will come. So this is almost ready. If you notice, it is time to get that into gear. leave it there. You don't have to turn it up too much. It will get stayed after. It will start letting water and the colors will change. So I'll leave that there for a second and I'll continue doing this plantains. So as I mentioned to you all the last time we made the curry goat and cassava video, that I would like to extend an invite to people who are coming into Atlanta from out of town or anywhere, or even from Atlanta to a certain extent. I'd like you to come in. Send me a text. You have my information. Send me a text and let me know if you are coming in and you want to come and sit with me while I cook, or you want to come and cook with me. I'm open to that and enjoy each other's company. That would be an awesome experience for both of us. So if you know you're going to be in Atlanta at any time and you could come, I would appreciate that very much. Just call my cell phone 404-729-2327, 404-729-2327, and call me. The restaurant phone, it's more delicate to call me because the restaurant phone stay busy most of the time. So I wouldn't say that would be, I'll say my cell phone would be the one place that is easiest to get me. So you see the chicken, the chicken is stewed, the color is there. You just need that to cook now and let go all the fresh water that it will let go. In the meantime, the rice is here cooking, and that will take maybe 10 minutes again, and I'm thinking the same thing for this. Take about 10 minutes again and cook out, and then we'll mix this macaroni pie together and see how it goes. The chicken might take the longest because it have to bake after, but not that long, and this is cooking. So I'm going to leave it here and let it spring its own natural water because it's been marinated last night. Yesterday we bought the chicken, we cut it up, and no, yesterday we didn't buy chicken. Yesterday I bought chicken, I cut it up and I seasoned it because my husband wasn't feeling well. He did all that driving out in Alaska and he got some pains in his legs and things now where he could hardly sit down. So I feel bad for him, so I'm not pressing him for anything. So this is one done, one of the dish done. As it's done one by one, I'll put it there. And this is the macaroni. So I'm going to start grating some pie. For this, grating some cheese for the pie. My husband and I want to say thank you all very much for bringing us to 10,000. We appreciate it, but our work is not done. What are you saying, my love?
I appreciate all the guests and all the subscribers. We appreciate them. We appreciate all the views. And we definitely appreciate your comments. Thank you all so much.
But now, you know, I'm training, so I'm kind of greedy. So now that I have 10, I want 11. And then I have 11 and I want 12. I'll tell you something about YouTube. With enough likes and subscription and views, it would, I think how it works, I'm not 100% sure. So if somebody know and they want to reach out in the comments to tell me, I would be listening. That the more views and all of that you get sponsorship, and sponsorships allow you to do to do these videos and get paid, which is hopefully what I would like to do when I am ready, because the videos is not hard. I just have to make the time to squeeze them in to do all the time. But because I love food so much, it is not hard. I think this would be enough cheese for the macaroni pie. See, my rice might be ready here. Nope, not yet. Still cooking. Lovely. Last night was one of my sister Jennifer's birthday celebration, and we took her to a place in the city, Shafik and I and my other sister Brenda and her husband Clyde, that is called Gunshoe. And it's the nicest concept the restaurant is. What they do, chefs make these food and they come to your table and offer it. It's like an appetizer size. You come to your table with an appetizer. The appetizer can feed 2 people. They ask you if you would like to try it. If it's something you think you like, you say yes. They drop it at the table, maybe 1, 2, maybe 3, and you eat it. If it's something you don't like, they'll move it from the table, but they won't come back with it. But if it's something that you like, they will come back a second time and offer it to you. So it was a pretty nice concept. And we had such a nice time. It was nice, very nice. And the restaurant was packed, so I'm saying that has taken on as a concept. People like that idea because the restaurant was very packed. So I have this washed. Keep my eyes on this. Okay, put that there. Add some water into this rice again. So if I add more water, the rice wouldn't get soggy like galabat, because I don't want galabat for stew chicken and rice and macaroni pie and thing. You want a grainy rice. So couple of minutes and it will be done. And in the meantime, let's see, let that continue frying. And let you see what's happening here. Beautiful. Macaroni is cooking nicely. See, this is cooking nicely. Oh. That's it, it's brown, it's dark, it's stewing. Put a little bit of, when it's done, a little bit of golden rain that and a little bit of the peas. I put the peas and that will be done. This wouldn't take much long because it's just an ordinary common for 10 minutes after it's fried down and it will be done. This on the other hand, I'm keeping my eye on this because I think it might be ready to come out. I think this is ready. And this is done. This is completely done. Okay. So I put this pot up now to start the hot. And I'm going to make some vegetarian callaloo. And I know a lot of you would say to me that callaloo is not callaloo without crab. And if that is your preference, that's fine too. I don't like crab too much, and my husband is not a pigtail eater. So say, well, I'll put some pigtails, and I did not have any salt beef. So, and I make it vegan plenty time by Tasa because I don't like, there's not everybody who comes into the restaurant and the buffet has the callaloo will want callaloo with crab. So not every time we'll do that. So I'm just letting this burn out. While I'm doing this, I'm going to open this coconut milk here. That's it there. Yippee. Okay. So I'm going to add the spinach to the. So this is a 2-pound pack of spinach, frozen spinach, a 2-pound pack of frozen spinach. You can use any spinach you like, or you can use the bhaji, the dashing bush bhaji. Just all the time, we don't get dashing bush bhaji up here. So sometimes, if I had the dashing bush bhaji, I would make it with the callaloo. But sometimes you just have to take what you want, what you get. So this is almost frying out. And let that keep frying. Bring this down a little bit and let that keep frying. You don't want it burning, you want to keep frying. Then I'm going to season this spinach that I have here. So inside here, inside this mini processor, I have pimento, tomatoes, onion, and celery stalk. I'm going to add this, and if I had pumpkin, I would put that too. I'll add this to this for seasoning to give it flavor. This spinach. Put some water inside here as well. Make some water, and that will give that spinach a lot of flavor. If I was a tass, I would have pumpkin, I will add pumpkin. So that is that. Okay, and let that stay here for a little minute. And let that continue. So you see there, all the veggies are in there. Now, right here have some carrot and some okra. That goes into that as well. I had okra, I cut it up, and I have carrots. So because it's a vegetarian slash vegan dish. So you could make it non-vegan and put the crab or the picture or the salt beef or the chicken feet or whatever you like, but I like it just as well on its own as a vegetable. And I have never met a green vegetable that I did not like. So let's see what is happening here. Perfect. That's it there. Let me wash this bowl out a little. Put this here. And let this boil out again before I add the broth and the peas to that. And by the time I add the broth and the peas, that would be ready. Right in here now, I am going to add coconut milk. And I'll add some half and half as well. Now, I don't need 2 coconut milk for that. It'll be too much, but I need a little more cream. So maybe a cup of half and half would be nice. And I had a cup of half and half to that, and that would be amazing. So I have the garlic here. I'm going to add some of the garlic to that. And I have the seasoning that my husband makes, which have all the nice stuff. And I'll add a rounded teaspoon to that. That would be enough for that. You don't want any more than that. That is done there. Let that keep boiling there. And now I'm going to open this and add this chicken stock to this. This will make the gravy with it, and it will also give it a next level of flavor instead of just adding water. So I add the broth. When it's almost done, I will add in the peas and let the peas cook down with it. Honey, you can leave it there and go and rest that foot. That foot has not been kind to you. So leave that there, let it boil on, and then, because I have to save gravy because it's rice. So I think I'm ready with this. Let me get another colander and move that. Okay, so this is ready. First thing I'm going to do is put the cheese on this, simply because I want to cool down the macaroni so I can add the egg and what. You know what I forgot to bring inside? A carnation milk. Could you get me one, please?
I certainly can.
Please. So he's gone to the garage to get a carnation milk. While he's gone there, I can season up this black pepper. I put the cheese, I put some black pepper. I put a little salt, not a lot because the cheese will have some salt. And let's see what's happening here while that is cooking. Put the callaloo. Start boiling. That is good. Put a piece of butter here. A piece of Kerrygold inside here for the macaroni. Salt, pepper, carnation. So it's salt, black pepper, onion, a little butter, some cheese, and carnation. And that's it. And then on top of it, you lay it up with some carnation, with some cheese, and some breadcrumbs. At least that's how we do it. My mom did it when I was little. And that's how I have learned. I have learned to do it over the years. Just parts of Atlanta, you don't get the long macaroni, so you have to use the elbow. But and where I live is not where the place is. The Caribbean grocery, that's about a 45 minutes drive for me. So if I choose to cook something last minute, it's not something I can do all of a sudden. So I have this white onion that I just peel. I just, and I'm going to blend this onion for the pie. Honey, I don't know how I manage without this piece of machinery. I love this thing. Makes life so much easier for me. Thank you. Put this, so I puree the onion, and I put the onion in there. Now this is controversy. Some controversial. Some people say that you don't need onion in your macaroni pie, and they don't. And some people say you should. I personally like the onion in my pie. I like the flavor of the onion in my pie. So I have been putting it. I don't know, since I have been making pie as a teenager, I keep putting it. So you may have another way to do it that is much simpler. I just don't know it. Oh God, the onion goes in my eye, and it's making me cry. So that chicken is cooking, that callaloo is cooking. I'm mixing this pie. Let me turn this oven on. Oven 450 start. So the other day, the most wonderful thing happened. I I was invited to cook for a boss of mine wife. She's 80, and they they invited me to do her 80th birthday in Atlanta. Her son lives here, her daughter lives in London, and when they decided to do her birthday party, they choose me to do her party. And when I was 18 and 19, I worked for her husband a few years. He was the dentist at Point of Pierre Petrotrin, Dr. Errol Boyce. And all of you might know him, or a lot of you might know he was the dentist in Trinidad in those days. And I worked for him for a few years. And after I got after I left South and I got pregnant, I had to move up to Curep because it was too difficult for me to come to San Fernando every day. So I just stayed in Curep. And I went to work for Sasha Cosmetic at the time. Instead of trying to get to San Fernando every day, which would have been mostly impossible. To cut a long story short, I was surprised but honored when they asked me to do this for her, and everything was nice. They did a nice Caribbean spread. The plantains, the curry goat, the curry chicken, the stew chicken, the bus-up shot, the Polori. It was really, really nice. I just wanted to say thank you, Paul, for including me in your mother's celebration. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that you did. And I've known you since you was a boy, and you have grown into a fine man and an amazing father. And I thank you for that, for being my friend. So, and I hope Claire had a beautiful party too. So, this is cooking. This is almost done. I'm just waiting for it to cool down a little so I can add the egg and then the rest of things. So we'll see. So we take a time. Anyways, um, let me put this peas in that now, so you could cook a little more there. Put that piece there. That's enough to make gravy, like continue gravy in. Perfect there. Perfect there. I'll have to put you a little callaloo, a little bread butter in you, but not now when you're almost done. And I'm going to get my eggs. These are my favorite eggs. These is Heritage Free Range, the blue eggs. These blue eggs are my favorite. See the color of those yolks? You can tell that those are awesome eggs. If you make a cake with that, there's this girl, when I used to work, living in Old Pooch, where I was married, my husband, I had a kindergarten school, and one of the mothers, her name was Asha, she would make these cakes, sponge cakes with these common fowl egg. I swear those were the best cakes you will ever eat. And earlier on this year, when I went for Shafik's brother-in-law's funeral, I went to her house and I said to her, do you ever make those cakes again? Because I still miss her. She said, it doesn't come out the same. I don't know, understand why, but it doesn't come out the same. And I thought that was sad, because she did such an awesome job that she's lost the ability to do that. And here we put the milk. Let's see how much milk. Yep. This is it. This is the macaroni. I taste it for salt. I have to taste it for salt. Oh, no salt. I have enough salt. So I'll put a little more cheese. And no salt. And it have everything. It have a little butter. It have a little black pepper. It have everything. It have the cheese. It have everything you will need in this macaroni. I don't think you will need anything more here. So I'll put the rest of the milk right here, because this could take it as well. So instead of throwing it away, I just add it to the callaloo. This turned out to be a lot of callaloo. And I said I didn't want to make a lot of callaloo, but wow, I don't know. I can't stop making it. That's that there. Let that continue cooking. This will go in a tray that I'm going to spray. Okay, that is going in a tray. That's it there. So a macaroni pie like this, it's very simple. It's just the macaroni. You boil it with a little salt. You add a little butter, a little Kerrygold. You add some cheese. You add some milk and black pepper, and and eggs. You put it together like this. When you're done, you take a little bit of cheese just for the top.
There's never too much cheese.
No, you have to put the cheese on the top. The top looks naked if you don't put a little cheese on top. And the bubble, so when it comes out of the oven, you need that bubble. And this is a piece of Vermont extra sharp cheddar, which is my favorite cheese, white extra sharp cheddar. I don't care too much for yellow cheese, but I love white extra sharp cheddar. Okay, so I have this, and this is just some panko breadcrumbs that you put on top, and it gives it a nice little crunch while it's baking. a really nice crunch. So I would say maybe about a solid cup of breadcrumbs I would use inside here just to give that. And
Could you use Cricks?
yes,
Brown
you
Cricks?
can. Definitely. You could use white Cricks here, but I like this because it's seasoned already.
Okay.
And this is the panko finely ground breadcrumbs, so it
Okay.
have everything in it. Okay, so that's that there. And you, man, you love to, when your pie come out, it have this crunch. So here, and then I'll add some more cheese, just a little more that I didn't use out. Just so the breadcrumbs will have something to hold on to. And take a napkin and clean up the bowl like this. Because remember, I sprayed the bowl already so it wouldn't stick. And what do you think, my love?
Excellent.
Should I add some hot peppers on top?
No.
The kid wouldn't eat it. So this goes into the oven. Ooh, there was something inside there. Ooh, something burning. It had something I didn't know. Whatever. Oh, no. I can't do that. There's something in there I didn't see. So, we're not baking that today. Ain't happening. I have to see what to clean. Let me turn off the oven for now so I can clean it off and see what is that in there. I didn't see it. Yep, but we'll bake it later. That's all you have to do with this now is to put it in the oven for about 30 minutes until it melts. Everything is cooked already. When I'm finished baking, I'll take a picture and you'll put it on line so they can see. This is the macaroni, the callaloo spoon, and this. So I want this to cook out. When this is already cooking out, this is done. This will be done soon. This is almost cooked out. Just enough to make gravy and that is done. I'll see what it have in there and wipe it out and clean it out. And let me see what's happening here. Okay, perfect. So this had carrots, it had green peppers, it had tomatoes, it had pimentos, it had onion, it had garlic, it had garlic, it had coconut milk. I even added the rest of the carnation milk just because, and a little bit of the half and half. I had those things open. I didn't have to open a new coconut milk, so I had all of that open and I used that. And this is almost ready. I am going to get the immersion blender and come and start blending it. But this, and then I haven't tasted anything yet, but I'm going to leave that for taste in a little while. So as I said, they had some oil in this oven that dripped that I didn't know that my husband have to help me clean. And when that is over, just now in a little bit, I am going to put this in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, only because the macaroni is cooked and the cheese is melted in the hot macaroni. Only for the top to get brown, the breadcrumbs to get browner and crispier, and the cheese to melt. So that's what 30, 40 minutes will be perfect for that. That's all you need. Nothing, you don't put anything more in that. So when it's done, I'll take it out and keep a little bit for you to see. So I want the immersion blender. Oh, but better? Okay. Hello, Mama. Hi, baby. The kids are here.
Smells so good, Mom.
Where is
She doesn't come here. So
Okay. Okay. Hello. Hello, Benji.
Everyone's healthy.
Hello,
and
little Benji.
feeling okay.
How are you?
Like favorite mustard.
So the kids are here.
Too much.
And the two puppies are here with them too.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So I'm almost done. Let's see how that goes here. Let me see where that is.
And there's the daughter, she turned up today with her puppies and her husband. Drinking. Really good
Blend
to
this
see
for me.
them.
So that these bracelets, hold it there and blend it for me. Handle this. Yeah.
Really good
I
to
want
see
to
them.
take
This
out
is the
this
first
bracelet
meeting
killing me.
after our vacation, our short-lived vacation with them. But it's great to see them.
We live.
They are alive.
As much as you could get, fine. This it's okay. Getting hotter than me. I can't do it with the bracelets on. The bracelet getting hotter than me. Hotter than me. You know that?
On my bracelet.
Huh?
I need to put back on my.
It got hotter than me and hitting me.
That looks good.
I think
Yeah. Anything else in
it
that?
have any
It's
whole ones?
not. No, not really.
Let me see.
Look. Look at that.
Oh no, I think we're good. But we need some water. It's too thick. You know, I feel it's too thick.
Yeah.
The
It'll thicken
callaloo.
more once it cools
Yeah,
down.
it's callaloo. We don't want it that thick.
Yeah. It's not filling. It's
Uh-uh.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's now. Yeah. So I think it needed a little water, so I added a little water to it. I think the consistency is good now.
That pot was a little
Too
for
small.
that job.
And I think, but I didn't have a bigger place to put on the stove, but that's okay. I'm going to taste the consistency of this now and see if it's what it needs. You need some of the
Some
kick
seasoning.
you get from Slap Your Mama. There's not a lot of flavor in it. I need this and that. And we need to put some, taste that. I want to put a little bit of golden ray. And I know, yes, people, I know golden ray is not the best thing for you. But boy, does it make the best, it makes the best,
The best flavor.
yes, callaloo. This kind of food, pilau, and it gives it the best flavor. Oops! Hello, baby. What you doing? What you doing there, baby?
Helping out.
You helping me? Thank you. You are so good to me, eh? Your mother say all kind of things, but you are so good to me. No more pepper. No more pepper. No more pepper, but it does need some flavor sauce. Let me see. I'm going to put some of these bouillons. This veggie bouillon thing there. I'll put some of that, and that will give it a cooking long flavor. See, I think, let me taste this. That's it. What's good? That's good. Let it cook a little more, but it doesn't need any more flavor in it. Have enough flavor. So, remember, you can put anything in this. You could put salt beef, you could put pigtail, you could put chicken foot, you could put crab, or you could not put anything. If I had things, I would. I didn't have any crab because I didn't think about doing this until last minute as usual. And I didn't have any salt beef. I had pigtails, but my husband is not a big pigtail person. So, and my daughter was. So none of them would be eating it if I made the pigtails with it. So I add some of the bouillons here to give it the kind of flavor that it needs from that it gets from the crab or the meat. That will give it that flavor, and this is definitely the consistency of callaloo. What you need?
Cheap plastic bowl.
I don't have any. I don't have, look at there. Look at how dear. Huh?
No, I'll use this one over there.
To give them water, right? This is what I was saying.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you.
Okay. This is thyme. So put a little thyme, fresh, nice thyme on top. Always good. Thyme hurts nothing. More black pepper, not a lot. And this I will turn off because I think this is done. I think this is done. Bigger pot would have work next time.
That's it. 2 pounds of spinach.
Now let's see how this goes.
And a batch for pasta, what we consider a batch, holds two,
Three,
four, six,
six spinach,
pounds of
spinach, and 3 pounds, 6 pounds of okra, two packs of okra.
And of course the vegetables, the coconut milk, evaporated milk and all that stuff. So that's a big batch. And what, that will last like 2 days?
Nope, once a day.
Once
We
a-
have it on the buffet,
Yeah.
so those things last once a day. That's it.
That stew chicken looks good.
I think that's done. Because I'm not going to boil out the gravy because we'll need the gravy for mixing the food. I think we're done. We don't have this because I have to clean the stove yet. But we're going to have, I'm going to put what I have. And over here, put all these things away. Over here, I have some white rice. I have some white rice. I had some callaloo. I have stewed chicken. I have some plantain and sweet potato. And of course, I'll go outside and pick some watercress. Yes, my love.
Why didn't you put the pie to bake while you was cooking everything else?
We
Yeah.
had a little mishap when we were with the oven. We did clear the oven.
The oven,
Oh,
you
you
all
put
need to
something
clean
down?
it. And whoever, you or your father, I did the cooking. You or your father need to clean that. And then we could put the macaroni pie to cook. Okay, so we have that. You want to get a spoon and come and dig in with me?
No chicken?
Yeah,
it's in
yeah,
there.
didn't
I
it?
know one piece.
You want another piece?
You're gonna eat. You're not even gonna eat that.
So, I'm waiting on my daughter, and she and I going to share this. And,
So tender.
and the callaloo,
That's my chicken.
and the pie.
Cheers. Well,
So this is Sunday lunch on a Saturday? Two traditional Trinidad Sunday lunch. Macaroni pie, which is going to come. Rice, peas, stewed chicken, callaloo.
But you have to put the pigeon peas in the stewed chicken.
Oh yeah.
You have to.
Love pigeon
I had a girlfriend
Love pigeon
when
peas.
Becca was little. She would make this every Sunday, but she had to put almost a cup of rum in her stewed chicken with pigeon peas. Remember Beverly Burgess? Hi, Beverly. Beverly Burgess would put a cup of rum and she'd bring food for me. Beverly, on a Sunday, I very rarely cook. Beverly Burgess will cook. The woman could have cooked. Oh, God, a woman could cook. Anyways, thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being a part of my family. I appreciate you. I love you. The people who've reached out to me, please don't stop reaching out to me. You give me the strength to do this every day. I appreciate you so much for appreciating me. And hopefully we could get to 11,000 soon and then 12,000 because I know and I trust me and I trust you. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.